Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Charlotte and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is her ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give her when we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand, which leaves his left hand free to give any little correction that's needed. And the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on her martingale collar. She is extremely food motivated and she likes her blanket, so we brought her blanket outside, and she is laying down very nicely next to Rich's left leg. Now the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for us is heeling. Heeling has been a challenge with Charlotte, but we're going to give it a go. And the command is Charlotte, heel. And she should walk right along next to you, not forging ahead, not lagging behind, but walking next to your left leg. And when you stop your feet, she has been taught to sit automatically. If she's on the blanket, she's going to want to lay down, but it's better than not doing anything. So the blanket, there you go. The blanket can be a blessing and a curse, because she gets on that blanket and she just wants to lay down. But for indoor training, it works really well, because you can tell her to go to her place and down and stay, and she'll do it off the leash, and she'll come and sit right in front of you off leash. So practice indoors as well as outdoors with her. And as you can see, when she's not on the blanket, she does sit very nicely off leash. I mean on leash, next to your left leg. Rich is using a clicker
Stay.
And the occasional treat. This is your sit, stay.
Stay.
And she's extremely focused. And Rich calls her out of that, and she comes very nicely and sits. I don't know how much you can see her because she's dark, and when you get her in the shade, she's so tiny that you can barely see her. We'll do another sit,
Stay.
another stay.
No.
And like I said, you can practice this indoors as well as outdoors. She's already getting tired, and you can see how working with her tires her. This is another sit, stay with a come. Beautiful recall. Nice sit when she comes to you. Good heeling. Back to her blankie where she's going to lay down.
Stay.
She loves to lay down on her blankie in the sun. Problem is getting her up.
Her back legs are always stretched out.
Yeah, she's very comfy.
That was very good.
When Rich returns back, he walks right back to her shoulders. He pats her for praise.
Good girl.
She doesn't want to get off that blanket. They go back to their heeling. She's staying right with Rich. Back to her blanket.
Good.
And automatic down.
Stay.
Stay. So you know that in the house, when you're working with her, a dog bed or a blanket is her cue to lay down.
Very good.
This is the recall from a down position.
Good girl.
Very good. Now we've demonstrated for you Charlotte's formal on-leash obedience commands. Her heel, her automatic sit, her sit stay, her down and downstay, and her come. She has come a very long way. She's consistently going potty outside. She's crate trained, everything. She's absolutely adorable. We've enjoyed having her, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.